Hey coin collectors, and here's something you'll never see in your change these days. Some Buffalo nickels. I got a bag of them. I saw them on a dealer's table, and there was $8 for 14 Buffalo or Indian head nickels. And I said, that's a great deal. So let's take a look at them and see, what the value is. I've got the USA coin book here with me. I'm just pour them out, and let's actually go through them. Okay, so here are all those coins. I poured them out of the bag. We'll go through them in a second, but I just want to tell you, poured out of the bag, I can tell you right up front, looking at these, that for $8 for the 14 of them, I didn't get a good deal. I know you're saying that's only a little over 50 cents each, and it turns out that's exactly what these are worth, maybe 50 cents each, maybe even less in some cases. Let's take a look at them. So when we look at the Buffalo nickel on the back, of course, it's the Buffalo. It says United States of America at the top, E pluribus unum, 5 cents down here, and the mint mark will be down here if there is one. And if we magnify this way up, we see we can't tell if there's a mint mark. The date will be on the front, along with the American Indian Chief profile on the front. And you can see this one, no date at all. So let's put this aside. Let's see if we can find another one with a date. Here's one, 1935, and it's a readable date. In fact, you can also read the word Liberty up here. So this one's a little bit better, a little bit more detailed. Let's flip this one onto the back and see what we see. Much better detail on here. United States of America, pluribus unum, pretty beaten up right there, and 5 cents. So here's one that has quite a bit more detail on it. Here's another one with much better detail, and let's see what the year on this one, 1937. So let's look this one up. This is the best one we've seen so far. In 1937, the next to the last year that they made these, at the Philadelphia Mint, because we didn't see a mint mark on the back, we're pretty sure this is from Philadelphia. No mint mark, because we would be able to see it if it was there. The Philadelphia Mint in 1937, they made 80 million of these. In this condition right here, it's worth less than $1. And this is the best one we've seen so far. This one here, with no date on it, in this condition right here, it's worth less than 50 cents. You can get these. You can probably buy a bag of these for 50 cents or less each. So no date, probably 50 cents or less. A date like this, probably $1 or less. Let's take a look at this one. Pretty worn out, still no mint mark on there. And if we blow this one way up, we see this is a 1928, so that's quite a bit older. 1928, Philadelphia, they made 23.4 million. If you can get this to a good level 4, and a good level 4, you'd need to be able to read the writing and the date well, and you'd need to be able to read the words on the back. So we get most of that here, but this is not a good level 4. If it got up to a good 4 from 1928 from Philadelphia, it'd be worth $2. So again, this 50 cents, maybe 75 cents, because you can read the date. This one here, can't read the date, 50 cents or less. This one here, that's an okay date. The Liberty is really worn out, and we can see this in 1930, but the date's chopped. And if we get onto the back, we see it is an S. So 1930 S. In 1930, at the San Francisco Mint, they made 5.5 million. If you can get this up to a good 4, it's worth $2. This is not a good 4. This is probably well under that. So this, again, may be $1. It would definitely be worth $1 if you could see the date better, but it's certainly not a good 4 either. So another probably 75 cents because you got most of the date on there. This one here, it's probably a 1920. I think it is a 1920. They made about 72 million of these. Let's see if we can find out what the mint mark is. And there's no mint mark, so this would be a Philadelphia 1920. They made 63 million at Philly. Good 4, it's worth $1.25. In this shape right here for 1920 that you can hardly read the date on, probably 50 cents again, 60 cents, maybe 75 cents. Again, no date, no value, 50 cents or less. Again, no full date, 1936, no value, 50 cents or less, no value. No real value, I should say, 2 cents or less. Here's a 1936 that looks pretty good, but the words are not, so this won't get up to This won't get up to a good 4. And here's another one, not on here, and here's another one here. What if you, here's a 1929. In 1929, and when the Depression was getting ready to start, at Philadelphia, they made $36.5 million. This one is not going to be a good 4, but if it was a good 4, it'd only be worth $1. So I didn't get the best deal in the world on these. I paid $8 for 14 of them. None of them are probably worth $1. Most of them are worth probably 50 cents or less. So I probably got $4 to $5 worth of nickels from here. And if you're not sure I'm doing a good job valuing these, let's look on eBay and see what we can buy some for. Here's a clip from eBay taken today at the same time as I was doing this video. And if you still need convincing, here's a live view from eBay that I'm making at the same exact time as this video. You see $20 here for 20 each full date buffalo nickels from the 20s and 30s. And you can actually see the dates on each and every one of these. So there's a 36, there's a 35, there's another 35. Now they're not all different dates, but there's a 37, there's a 30, another 30. So you can get 20 of them for 20 bucks and see the year date on every single one. And you can have them sent right to you. So when we're talking about my little bag of very, very used buffalo nickels with some you can't see the date at all, they may very well be worth 50 cents or less. I think if I saw some, I'd probably pay $1 for them in most cases. But the deal I got on them, $8 for the 14, is not the best deal in the world. It's an okay deal. If you see a bunch of no-date buffalo nickels and they're selling them for more than $1 each, I would never buy them. I would just go on eBay and get some for $1 each that had the full dates on them. This isn't an ad for eBay. I'm just saying sometimes people think because things are rare or they're not around very much that they're very valuable. And worn out buffalo nickels are not valuable. All right, well, that's all we have today from DC Cornwell International Coin Channel. Go ahead and get these if you can get them for $1 or less. Just buy them, but remember that none of these here are worth $1 because they're not in good enough shape to even be worth $1. Also remember that there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of these still out there, many of which have a readable date on them. And so when you get one with a readable date, you may be getting up to the $+ range, but you have to have really good quality, even to get up to a $5 or $7 one. Often you have to get into the very fine or extra fine. All right, good luck coin hunting out there, and thanks for watching DC Cornwell International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.